I'll do a quick little product review on this uncapping tank. I'll tell you what I've run into with it so far. I like the compact size of it. That's great. But there's a very serious problem with it that I did not expect, and I'm stunned, really, that it's even designed this way. Now, maybe somebody can tell me why. When you read about it, it says, oh yeah, it holds 10 frames, great. I actually managed to stack 25 of them in there, or 15 of them, sorry, 15. But look at how they're stacked in there. And this is why. To me, I would think you'd want to hang a frame right in here like this. But you can't. Nowhere near wide enough to hang a frame in. And if you try to put it in the other direction, it's too long. So your only option is to stack your frames up on end like this. That works okay, but it means that your frames are all sitting down in the cappings that you've cut off, which is no big deal. Running through the extractor, out of my extractor I run through a sieve anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal, but it's just, it seems like such a critical design flaw to me that I don't understand it. Now it is nice, you can set it for two different settings. This top portion can actually be rotated 180 degrees, and then it will slide down inside the bottom portion, and it will sit about that high off the bottom. So you can have it shorter if you want, but that also of course is going to limit how much volume you can have in the bottom section. Since I'm doing about 300 pounds of honey, I went ahead and reversed it, put it up top, because I imagine that uncapping tank's going to have quite a bit of honey at by the time it's all said and done. So that's good. Some people will complain about the size of the screen in the bottom down here. It is a little bit big. It'll let a lot of stuff fall through, but again, all of my honey before I bottle it, I run it through this same sieve. It's I think it's 600 microns on top, or bigger maybe, and then it's like a 200 micron sieve on the bottom. You can't really see, but down, if you look down through there, you can see there's a second screen honey pooling up on it. So a much finer mash on the bottom. Certainly have to filter out any little bits of beeswax, bee bodies, anything like that. So I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with this sieve. It's nothing special, you know, but it's stainless steel, food grade. I can toss it around, get violent with it, but also still clean it up, and it's just fine. But anyway, this uncapping tank, like I said, it's nice. It's a good little novel idea. Comes with a lid, so you can snap it on there for good storage. And like I said, when you reverse them around, the one sits down inside the other, so it stores really well. But I'm really upset by this lack of width. So I mean, they could have made it, you know, 3 inches wider, and then you could have hung your frames right inside. And I even thought I read that somebody said that. I thought I read a review that said when I hung the frames inside, the thing bowed out and fell apart. So they said that the sides, you know, splayed out basically, and then the frames fell down in. So I fully expected to be able to hang frames off inside of it when I got it. I never even measured it. I just planned on it, and I got my first frame, went to hang it in there, and realized the problem. So, like I said, it's good. I think it was like, you know, 100, 110 bucks. Really not that bad. For the last 2 years of beekeeping, or the first 2 years I've been in it, I had just a big plastic tote from Lowe's, and that really is not ideal. You know, I had to always rig up something different. I'll try to make it work, and then at the end, the worst thing about the plastic tote was I had no gate valve in the bottom, so I had no way to drain. I had to try to pick up that whole tote and toss it around, or else dip the honey out with a cup or something, you know, until I could handle it. This one, of course, if it gets full up of honey, I am still going to try to pick it up to get it up high enough I can drain it into a bucket. But it's not as flimsy as that plastic tote, and this is food grade, of course, as well, whereas the other tote, I don't think it was. So anyway, I'm glad I bought it. It's worth it, but like I said, I'm just stunned by the fact that it's not wide enough, and then in the other dimension it's too long. So, yeah, just wanted to talk about it a little bit, and kind of, I'm going to put this up as a separate video, I suppose, and not necessarily as part of a honey harvest video. So this will be my, I don't know, we'll call it uncapping tank review, I guess.